the entire galaxy. That doesn't include the main menu, right? Geography ain't my strong suit.
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. This unit has been continuously analyzing and reanalyzing the data since this conversation began. There is no error. Based on energy readings, Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment, Commander. Briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis, Commander.
Just heard back. The highway finally decided to just bury the corpse of that vigilant.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
But to what end is he working here? The Consul I once knew would never act so recklessly.
The Consul's motives are unknown. While destruction may be the result, it may not be the goal. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
Every rift is a slight against the people of Arcadia, whom I have pledged to protect. And my business with the Consul is deeply personal. You must take me onto the station.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Beyond the most fevered delusion. And those soldiers, they do not look right.
Providence identified. Standing for the Protectorate colonial anthem is not required at this time.
The brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy.
Horizon Point appears to have undergone severe degradation over the past 10 years. Exploding may have been a contributing factor.
We have stepped into the world between life and death.
Emergency protocols.
Alert. Hostile.
Concern for
I require medical assistance.
assist.
This place is a nightmare beyond the most fevered delusion. And those soldiers, they do not look right.
Providence identified. Standing for the Protectorate colonial anthem is not required at this time.
Brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember,
Horizon Point appears to have undergone severe degradation over the past 10 years. Exploding may have been a contributing factor.
We have stepped into the world between life and death.
Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing
Ready to assist with agents. Negative. Target not in range. New target within operational parameters.
Ray. Exposure.
Target is outside this unit's range. Trauma seen.
Ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
You have my thanks. And my hammer.
Horizon Point has suffered significant structural damage. The rift modulator is unlikely to amplify the deterioration.
clouds, but I find even most blankets too stifling. Let us find an alternate. Laws, it was blistering near those plasma spouts. I'm pleased we did not immolate.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure...
Confronting threat.
Ammunition depleted!
Emergency protocol. A voice match has been found for Agent Pascal. However, Agent Pascal is dead. This unit may need maintenance.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Be wary. Considering those we've encountered thus far, this individual may not be the negotiating kind.
Wait. Commander? Is that you? No. No, this must be some kind of trick. Law, what's happening to me? So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
This description closely matches our encounters with the Rifted Troopers. However, Agent Pascal exhibits more awareness than the others did in their reconstituted state.
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
Hypothesizing. This human and her crew were alive when consumed by the rift. Ergo, they were reconstituted alive by the rift modulator, yet suffering from acute deterioration.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Law, I knew something was the matter. Tell me. Tell me everything. Rifts? Like this one above us? Law. We knew they had something big up their sleeves. Bastards. So this rift, is that why I'm like this? So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? You can help me though. Right, Commander? You can do something to fix this. Boyd. This is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never anything. No, this must be some kind of sick protectorate trick trying to break me, cut me from reality. I won't let you. No, it won't end like this.
I've eyes.
I know that was hard, but ultimately it may have been best. I can only imagine the pain of my body being rebuilt just slightly wrong.
Rover has emerged from the Providence, Commander. Destination, Horizon Point. Intention, unknown.
Recommended course of action.
These foes have been destroyed once, and we shall destroy them again.
shut this down?
I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually.
The perfect society demands perfect thoughts.
Engaging combat protocol.
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. N-ray. Exposure. Undermining.
Emergency protocols as indicated.
You have my thanks.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Unleash my... It would appear our path is barred. That rift looks exceedingly unstable. If we gallivant about, we might find a solution to this problem. Or at least a path less likely to have us torn asunder.
This is Scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Consul. While monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to
This unit is concerned for the commander's well-being.
my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of Protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand, the man who marched.
This unit excels at statistical analysis. It is not programmed to solve theoretical math.
Can't hear orders. Why are you sleeping? Orders misunderstood.
speed, multiply by 12 over 17. Nope. This formula is utterly beyond me.
Focusing on mission-critical objectives.
I should have expected that my solver would have solved such a complex equation himself. What a brilliant mind.
Another obstacle on our path overcome. Good work.
This isn't congruent with our observations in the laboratory. Our projections are off by orders of magnitude. Solver, see us. These hypothesis was correct all along. The result
thanks and my hammer.
Attention, please report to intake for processing. Welcome aboard. Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
I am loath to admit I require medical assistance.
Attention, please report to intake for processing.
They seem to have entered undetected. We best unseal the hangar to continue our course.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Every subject in shoes? That's not the ordinary. Inquest complete. I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficiency without error or perpetual.
Prudence dictates it is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are always peace, efficiency, all times. Oh, how we prevail, us above all else who fail.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Increasing watchfulness.
It's passing strange. Right, back to it.
Extensive repairs.
Thanks and my
This unit is rated to address any of your needs. If your needs are emotional, rest assured that any silences on this unit's behalf are accepting and understanding. Please make a request. Displaying it. If you please make a request. Display. I'm eyes on a miscreant.
Please keep any and all fluids. How might this unit bolster or note?
Veritable mosaic of conflict stands ahead, Commander. I propose we smash our way through. No, I do not need a respite.
Under these circumstances, locating the access credentials or proceeding by stealth is recommended.
If we choose to keep from arbitrating the local scientists, we may be able to gather information on where the console's modulator is stationed.
Be wary. I've heard there's an intruder aboard. Ah, I suppose that could be you. Forgive me. I'm still a little addled from my last refreshment. I'm going to set off an alarm, okay? Yes, that's fine. Administrator, raise an intruder alert, please.
Hostiles detected ahead. Recommended course of action.
But such is the risk of aligning with a traitor. We best search the body.
Due to the unexpected
Roseme, my injuries are not superficial.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
The rifts have spawned throughout unknown reaches? This is more dire than I surmised. But at least we have the means to combat them now.
Finding the console should remain your top priority, Commander. Please postpone any existential crises for a later date. Reminder. The only way to shut down the Rift modulator is by dealing with the console. Convincing the console to stand down may be possible through a series of deft verbal maneuvers, though it is unlikely.
Or we tear him to shreds the moment we sight him. Even the console cannot lie his way out of a hail of gunfire. Aim for the knees. I have vengeance to mete out. I see little cause to delay. But an Arbiter is always prepared for battle. You should rearm and resupply, for there will not be another chance. Honorable to the last. The Consul will pay. He will pay most dearly.
My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy. No need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands.
You've come quite close enough. Sentinels, if you would.
Throw as many of your lackeys into the grinder as you wish. You will answer for your crimes if I must part a sea of bodies to do so.
So passionately delivered, and yet so utterly incorrect. What you are witnessing is my saving of Arcadia, and ridding it permanently of trespassers like you. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
The Protectorate destroyed Greater Tranquility Station? Many of the people killed there were non-combatants. What have you done?
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Anti's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. It's only a crime in your estimation. When one clinches a decisive victory, who among the living would dare complain about the methodology? Using the very rift modulator on this ship, we will destroy Arcadia and edit the information stored within the resulting rift, all to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, She set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path. And I will do my part as the architect intended. Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after. Our matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse, which eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed. I've found when most people haven't a leg to stand on, they fall back into performative insouciance in an attempt to redirect the conversation. Always brazen, rarely effective. Listen closely. This is the work of the Grand Plan, guiding us toward humanity's ascension. Everything exists for this purpose. Since you took your time scurrying about my ship, presumably rifling through our things, I assume you also found information about the far-off rifts in untraversed space. That alone should tell you that we don't make our own circumstances. It seems they were made by the ship our matriarch found. A curiosity, isn't it? Without this discovery, we may never have realized the power we now possess with the rifts. Yes, the great architect works in mysterious ways. What else can I do but what is bidden? I'm unconcerned with the flesh. The mind is what's important. And anyway, it'll take more than that weapon of yours to pierce this armor. Far more. Now, as fascinating as your pseudo-intellectual musings have been to witness, I've reached my limit.
Engaging hostile.
I'm unready.
So passionately delivered. And yet, I was able to buy the time to enact when the matriarch discovered the arm, but it is as the Grand Arc list. Since that, without this discovery,
Emergency protocols ready.
Beg your patience. I'm not ready. from the inside!
This is hardly my area of expertise, but I believe I understand. If we wish to halt Arcadia's destruction, this ship must be flown into the rift, manually. I wish to aid the people of Arcadia, but it is much more difficult as a corpse.
Reminder, self-destructing is not permitted by this unit's programming. Addendum, tampering with this protocol will result in your Valerie unit shutting down.
Shame I had such a high failure rate in my percussive maintenance trials, though I admit to a modicum of relief at not needing to strike one of our own.
It has been an honor serving with you, Commander. Please submit any feedback on your Valerie unit's performance before sacrificing yourself to the void.
You've made an impossibly difficult decision, Commander. All that remains is that someone must take those schematics to those who can use them. With them in tow, we shall be able to use the processed rift data to create modulators that can be utilized at a safe distance. This shall spell the end of Arcadia's rift plague. This is a great honor. I shall not fail you.
And in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Vigilant Hogarth was declared a traitor to the Protectorate, along with most other Westport townsfolk. They were judged according to the paradigm, then sentenced to be executed until dead, forever tied to the city they could not protect. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine DeVries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Val continued to serve the Earth Directorate faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Tristan never uncovered who actually killed the Supreme Arbiter, a failing that chipped away at his ability to arbitrate. His once promising calling eventually ended with him stripped of rank, programming menial automechanicals somewhere deep within the husk of Protectorate society. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. With unfettered access to skip drives, and its reputation untarnished by its still-secret agreement with the Protectorate, the Earth Directorate became what it was always meant to be, the ultimate authority in Arcadia. The colony served as a base to expand the agency's reach across the galaxy. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Hey, congrats on reaching the ending. Well, an ending. Plenty more where that came from. How about another go? Additional playthroughs don't cost nothing. Yet.